So let's look at this question here, which is on parametric equations and also graphing techniques. So you're given a curve which is defined by this thing parametrically from 0 to 2 pi. So what I would suggest is actually just key into a calculator and check, as in just have a sense of how the graph will look like. So just go to parametric curve here and just key in. Alright, so now the first thing is just key in for the x and y. So this is 5 over 2 cosine 5 over 2 cosine theta, so cosine t, and after which you have got 3 over 2 sine theta, so this is 3 over 2 sine t. Okay, so this is 1 and this is 2. Then what we need to do is actually just go to the window and we're going to set this as 0 to 2 pi. There you go. Graph it. And you get this value here. So just make sure that it's 0 to 2 pi, which is already is a standard one. So you see that this is sort of like an ellipse. So you could actually just zoom square it if you want to. So it looks then zoom in. All these adjustments it will help you in your examination, right? So just make sure that you can adjust all this properly. Now, once that's done, find the coordinates of the actual intercept algebraically. I think that's pretty okay. What we need now is actually just solve this part here algebraically. So just let x equals to 0 and let y be 0, right? So to find the y-intercepts, what we need is actually just let x be 0. So this case here, 0 equals to 5 over 2 cosine theta. And cosine theta equals to 0, and theta would just be pi over 2. Sorry, it starts with pi over 2 and 3 over 2 pi. Okay, so it's 90 degrees and 3 over 2 pi. We could just check your value here. So this is like you just trace. So you put pi over 2 in. That will be this here, and also 3 over 2 pi. You will get here. Okay, so there you go. Once you're done with that, so zoom pi over 2, trace pi over 2. Okay, it's there you go. I'm not sure why this. Yeah, just zoom in and zoom square. Yeah. Okay, so this is. So when theta is pi over 2, we could actually find what is the y. Y would just be, just substitute this in 3 over 2 sine pi over 2. There's 90 degrees, so theta is pi over 2. This would just be pi over 2. Sine 90 is 1, so this is 3 over 2. And theta is 3 over 2 pi. Y equals 3 over 2 sine 3 over 2 pi, that will be negative 3 over 2. This is negative 1. This is, yeah. So the coordinates of the actual intercept. So hence, we already have got x is 0, 3 over 2, and 0, negative 3 over 2. Okay, that's pretty okay. Then after which, we're going to look at the y, which is equals to 0. And basically, y equals to 0 will give us 3 over 2 sine theta, which is actually 0. Then theta would be, sine theta would be 0. And sine theta 0 would just means that theta is 0 and pi. Alright, so that's 0 and pi. So when theta is equals to 0, y is 0 obviously. So x is equals to 5 over 2 cosine 0, which is actually 1, so 5 over 2, and theta equals to pi. X equals to 5 over 2 cosine pi, which is negative 1, so negative 5 over 2. So the curve here will just be 5 over 2 comma 0, and after which is minus 5 over 2, 0. Okay, so that's how we do the first part. Obviously, you could check your answer by just clicking in pi, trace as pi, and you can check this negative 5 over 2. And obviously, and also 0, so trace 0. You get that value there. Okay, so this is how you use a calculator to check.